Charlie was a charming and cheeky 8-year-old who lived in a charming suburban neighborhood once. He was infamous for having a flair for trouble and having an unmatched ability to get himself in the most unlikely situations. Charlie had a radiant heart and a glimmer in his eye, yet his spirit of adventure frequently misled him. Charlie's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Thompson, hurriedly left the house one fateful day over the holiday season to go on an unforeseen business trip. Unaware that their kid was playing in the backyard treehouse, they unintentionally left Charlie behind during their chaotic departure. Charlie became aware that he was the only one at home when night fell. He was surprised at first, but quickly realized this was an opportunity for adventure. Enjoying the opportunity to explore every corner of the home without the supervision of his parents, he scampered about it. Charlie, full of mischief, put on a homemade superhero cape and assumed the persona of Captain Chaos, the protector of his home. Taking command of the kitchen and creating a magnificent spread of chocolate milkshakes, marshmallow spaghetti, and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches was his first heroic deed. But as the evening wore on, the playful allure of being at home by yourself started to fade. The ancient home creaked and whispered around him, turning the previously exhilarating idea of freedom into a mild discomfort. Charlie turned up the sound and danced about the living room, setting up a makeshift discotheque for himself, hoping to calm his mounting nervousness. His contagious laughter and exuberant dancing steps filled the quiet home, temporarily relieving him of his troubles. Charlie was starting to unwind when there was a knock on the door. Glancing through the spy-hole, he observed Mrs. Jenkins, his aging neighbor, holding a platter of just-made cookies. She revealed that she had observed Charlie's disappearance with a comforting grin. Charlie was happy to have Mrs. Jenkins stay with him and invited her inside. She told him stories about her childhood and revealed her special recipe for the best chocolate chip cookies. Charlie's anxieties gradually vanished into the warmth of their discourse. Charlie was safe and sound when Mr. and Mrs. Thompson returned home as midnight drew near. They listened, somewhat relieved and somewhat entertained, to Charlie's exciting stories of his nighttime home alone. Looking back on his exploits, Charlie came to the conclusion that genuine adventures aren't necessarily found in big plans but rather in the time spent with the people you love. As he said goodbye to Mrs. Jenkins, he realized that compassion and friendship could make any night into a memorable one, even under the most unexpected circumstances.